Have you ever noticed your Muslim friends, family, or colleagues say a specific word before they do almost anything? Before taking that first bite of food, before starting their car, before walking into a meeting, or even just before stepping out of their house? You hear this beautiful melodic phrase, Bismillah. What does it mean? And why is it so central to the daily life of over 1 billion people? Is it just a habit, a tradition passed down through generations? Or is there something deeper, something more powerful happening in that single moment? Today, we're going to explore the profound spiritual and practical power locked within this simple word. It's more than just a phrase. It's a declaration, a key that unlocks a world of blessings, protection, and mindfulness that many of us might be missing out on. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you might just find yourself wanting to bring this incredible practice into your own life, regardless of your background. So let's break it down. Bismillah is the shortened form of a much more complete and beautiful phrase, Bismillah-ir-Rahman-ir-Rahim. This translates to, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. It's the very first verse of the Holy Quran, the opening to almost every chapter, and it serves as a constant, gentle reminder of where everything truly begins and ends. When a Muslim says Bismillah, they are essentially saying, I begin this action seeking the help and blessings of God, the one who is infinitely compassionate and merciful. Think about it this way. Imagine you're about to undertake a really important task, let's say a job interview or a difficult exam. What do? You might take a deep breath, gather your thoughts, maybe even give yourself a small pep talk. Saying Bismillah is like a spiritual version of that, but infinitely more potent. It's a conscious act of shifting your focus from your own limited abilities, your own anxieties, and your own ego, and instead, placing your trust entirely in the hands of the divine. It's an acknowledgement that any success, any strength, any good that comes from your actions is not from you alone, but from God's grace and permission. This single act of remembrance has an incredible ripple effect. First, it transforms a mundane, everyday action into an act of worship. Suddenly, eating your lunch isn't just about satisfying hunger. It's an act of gratitude for the sustenance you've been provided. Starting your car isn't just about getting from point A to point B. It's about seeking safety and a smooth journey from the one who controls all outcomes. Every Bismillah is a mini prayer, a continuous thread of connection to the divine, woven throughout your day. This practice cultivates a state of constant mindfulness, or dhikr as it's known in Arabic, the remembrance of God. It keeps you grounded, present, and aware of a higher purpose in everything you do. Now, let's talk about something truly fascinating, the unseen effects of saying Bismillah. In Islamic tradition, it's believed that we share our world with beings we can't see, including the Shaytan or the devil, whose sole purpose is to whisper doubts, create discord, and lead us away from what is good. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught his followers that Bismillah acts as a powerful shield against these negative influences. He gave us some very specific, tangible examples. He said that when a person enters their home and mentions the name of Allah upon entering, the Shaytan says to his followers, you have no place to stay tonight. And when that person says, Bismillah, before eating, the Shaytan laments, you have no supper. Think about the power in that. With one simple word, you are essentially closing the door on negativity, on temptation, and on the sources of anxiety and strife within your own home and your own life. Conversely, when we forget to say it, we leave that door wide open. The Prophet, peace be upon him, taught that if you forget to say Bismillah before a meal, the Shaytan eats with you. This isn't just a literal statement. It's a metaphor for the loss of blessing or barakah. Have you ever had a meal that just didn't seem to satisfy you? Or a day where everything just felt slightly off? Small arguments erupt out of nowhere. You feel restless and distracted. Things just don't go your way. According to this teaching, that's what happens when we neglect to invite God's presence and protection into our activities. The blessing is diminished, and the whispers of negativity find more room to grow. It's a beautiful concept, isn't it? That our spiritual protection is tied to such a simple, accessible action. It's not some complex ritual or a prayer that takes hours. It's a single word, a moment of intention. And the beauty of it is that it's never too late. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, also taught that if you forget to say Bismillah at the beginning of your meal and remember partway through, you can simply say, Bismillah-ir-Rahman-ir-Rahim wa akhirahu, in the name of Allah, in the beginning and the end, and the blessing is restored. This shows the immense mercy and forgiveness inherent in the practice. It's not about perfection, it's about the sincere effort to remember. So how can we make this a consistent habit? It starts with intention. Before you go to sleep tonight, make a conscious decision. Tomorrow, I will try to say Bismillah before I eat breakfast. Start small. Maybe put a sticky note on your fridge or your computer monitor. The goal is to build a new neural pathway, a new spiritual muscle. At first, you'll forget more often than you remember, and that's completely okay. But with persistence, it will become second nature. You'll find yourself saying it without even thinking, a natural reflex before you begin any task. And as you do, pay attention to the subtle shifts in your day. Notice the sense of calm that settles in your heart when you start a stressful task with Bismillah. Notice the feeling of gratitude that washes over you as you say it before a meal. Notice the moments where things just seem to fall into place, where potential problems just seem to dissolve. This is the barakah, the unseen blessing that Bismillah invites into your life. It's the feeling of being supported, guided, and protected by something far greater than yourself. Imagine the cumulative effect of this. Dozens, even hundreds of times a day, you are consciously reconnecting with your Creator. You are polishing your heart with remembrance, shielding yourself from negativity, and turning your entire life, from the most mundane to the most momentous moments, into a continuous act of worship. That is the transformative power locked within Bismillah. It's a divine key, a spiritual shield, and a constant reminder that we are never truly alone. Every action we take can be a source of immense blessing, if only we remember to begin it in the right name, the name of the most gracious, the most merciful. So I invite you to try it. The next time you sit down to eat, start a project, or even just open a new tab on your browser, take a quiet moment. Pause. And in your heart or on your lips, say Bismillah. See what happens. You might be surprised by the peace and purpose it brings. Thank you so much for joining me today on this journey into the heart of Bismillah. If this reflection resonated with you, please give this video a like and consider subscribing to the channel for more content that explores the beauty and wisdom of faith in our daily lives. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Have you tried incorporating Bismillah into your day? What changes have you noticed? Let's continue the conversation. Until next time, take care and may your days be filled with blessings.